You know who you kind of remind me of? You kind of look like this guy named Neal Adams.
I know. He's a pain in the ass, though.
But he's done such great work, though.
I know, and he's got it, like, gets his booth, and he's got all this crap all over his booth. And
he's a little show-off.
He does it to show off, Oh, created this, and he created that. And he says that he created Jon Stewart.
Tell me the story about it.
Would you like to hear the story?
Please tell me.
He went into his editor's office, and he said, Julie, I think we ought to have an assistant Green Lantern. Mm-hmm. And Julie said, wow, we already have that. We got this guy named Guy Gardner. He's a Midwestern gym teacher, blonde Midwestern gym teacher. So Neal said, okay, so this is what I suggest, he said. I think we should hit him with a bus. Julie said, what are you driving at? You want a black Green Lantern? Neal said, wow.
Yes, I do.
So he said, well, okay, not only do I have to draw it, I'm the only comic book artist that I know that can draw black people.
Right.
Not even black artists can draw black people because they make them draw white people and color them brown, right? And I said, I don't want a gangbanger who comes out nice, later on. I don't want an African chief. I want a college graduate who's got a job, or at least who has a career, who's got a future. And Julie said, fine, okay, called in Denny O'Neil. Denny O'Neil got the word, and he wrote a script. So he wrote this script. It's a good script. The guy was a college graduate, an architect. I read the script, and the guy's name was Lincoln Washington.
Lincoln Washington? That's a little...
Really?
Stereotypical. I don't like that name.
So I went to Denny and I said, Denny, Lincoln Washington. No, Denny says, not me. So I went to Julie's room and I closed the door because there's going to be some yelling.
Yeah, you think?
So I said, Julie, Lincoln Washington. He says, what? I know lots of guys with names like that. I said, Julie, that is a slave name.
Yeah.
In case you don't know it, guys are changing their names to escape slave names. Right. You don't understand. Your room is going to be filled with letters. You don't want to use that kind of name. He says, well, you pick a name.
Right.
I said, just a name.
Yeah, just a name.
He said, just a name. Just give him a name. He says, no, you pick the name. I said, fine, Jon Stewart. Now, how would I know he'd become a late-night comedian? I colored Jon Stewart brown. So Julie Schwartz and the production manager at DC Comics, they come to me and they say, so Neal, we noticed that you colored this black character kind of dark.
Dark.
I said, yeah. Well, we usually color black people lighter brown than that.
They are actually telling you this.
They're telling me this to my face.
Wow.
To my face. Are you sure you don't want to, mark the colors lighter? No. I don't want to mark them. Why would I do that? Well, okay, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe when you hear it.
Hit me with it.
Believe me.
Hit me.
Aren't you afraid black people will be offended?
They asked you, this empire, this juggernaut asked you if black people...
There was no juggernaut. It was just two guys.
Two guys were saying, are black people going to be offended with dark-skinned black people in comic books? Gotta love America. What gave you the guts to do that?
Because I live in the real world. What's wrong? It's like, they said, and after that they said, it's on you. And I said, boy, you got it.
Growing up, one of the most iconic books my father gave me, which I am so mad that I lost and destroyed as a young idiot, was Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
That's right.
How did that come together?
Wait a second, I'll show you something. When I did this book, I took photos. I took all the photos of Ali, and I traced them.
Okay.
Okay. That means that now, as we recolor this book,
right,
I found the same photographs.
Oh, okay.
Because they still exist. Ali still exists. So I could take those photographs,
right,
take out the eyes,
yeah,
take out the nostrils, take out the teeth, and I could color Ali with his skin, with his own photographs.
Yeah. Now that's a work of art.
It was Julie Schwartz's idea.
Oh, okay.
It's his idea that we have a real hero and a fictional hero in one book together.
Right.
And because Ali was Ali, he was the perfect guy for it. Everybody laughed at the idea. Everybody laughed. Big book, not just in America,
Right.
but the world
Loved him.
loved it.
Yeah.
Millions of copies.
I will say thank you, Mr. Adams. I really
It's a
appreciate your
pleasure.
time.
It's a pleasure.
And all the best to you.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you for Jon Stewart.
I say Jon Stewart is going to be in the next Green Lantern movie.
Exclusive.
Hey, this is Neal Adams. Shout out for Comics Asylum.